Welcome back, Gearheads. Today we're getting an update on Richard Wiley's 5.3 swapped 94 Chevy Truck. Say hello, Richard.
Silverado.
Motor's a stock 5.3 from a 2001 Suburban. He's put a LS2 Cam with LS6 Valve Springs, home ported heads. Besides that, that's about it. He's cleaned it up. He did the harness himself. Went with the, what was it, the braided loom. Stock truck manifolds fit inside the frame rails. EGR is capped off there. And the transmissions are 4L 80E, rear ends 373s with a limited slip rear end. The air intake he used from eBay kit. They run about $75. Upper radiator hoses from the 5.3 donor vehicle. Put F-body fans. Used the stock truck shroud, just cut just to make it look better and hide the fans underneath it. Motor mounts, he used the stock GM clamshells, but had the 1-inch setback plates. Let's see if we can see. There, you can see the 1-inch setback adapter plates. Stock dry shaft, just used the 80E yoke. In this application, the 80E was not the fully splined output shaft. It just had a bolt-on style yoke. So he sealed the end with JB Weld and just allowed it to slip. So 1-inch setback plates, stock yoke, stock drive shaft with the 80E bolt-on yoke used as a slip. And exhaust is right now dumped at the axle with two 40 series Flowmasters, dual exhaust. And he's painted the coils, coil brackets, valve covers. On the harness, he cleaned it up to where you don't see it in the front anymore. Normally on the LS53 truck harness, you'll see it come down, the big fat loom coming down here, and your PCM usually sits up here underneath the filter somewhere. But he's rerun it all to the rear. With the braided loom I was talking about earlier, you can see it better here now. And I believe he's still undecided on where he's mounting the PCM. But we have, yeah, it's currently in the cab at the passenger floorboard. But the fuse block is here now. He's removed the factory fuse block, which is bulky and ugly, and just running this little universal 4-fuse block with the 2 relays. As you can see, he's not running AC currently, and he has all the truck accessories that came with the 5.3. Nothing's changed there. It looks like that is the larger alternator, larger output alternator. He's also using the eBay head studs. For power steering hoses, he used the stock 94 Chevy Truck power steering hoses. They were basically the same as the LS, the 5.3 hoses, but ran about $40 cheaper when buying them new. For the lower radiator hose, he used the stock 94 Chevy Truck hose and just trimmed it to fit. For a fuel pump, he's got a Walbro 255, run about $80, universal kit. Swapped it in for the stock TBI pump and tank. And then he's got currently running the stock fuel filter also. To get the fuel to the rail, he used, as you can see, these are the stock fittings from the donor motor with the rubber hose behind them. At the end of that, he's put an extension and added high pressure fuel hose with double high pressure clamps until he got to the hard line that was on the truck from the factory. Just patched it in. For the newer transmissions that come with these LS motors, they have a different fitting that goes for the cooler lines into the side of the transmission. So what we usually do is keep a section a few inches, say about 8 inches at least, coming off of the new transmission. We keep it with the transmission, cut it off, and then we splice it into the cooler lines that are on the truck currently, so that way it fits. It's already molded, shaped, and fits right into the transmission cooler on the radiator. So you get transmission line from your local auto parts store and fit them together. Use high pressure clamps, not regular hose clamps, but use high pressure clamps on that hose to help splice those two together so they don't pop off. Probably want to double high pressure clamp them on each end. The throttle cable he's using is off of a Vortec truck, like a 96 Chevy truck. Probably the donor 5.3 truck accelerator cable would have worked also. This one seems to be doing the job for him. Richard's future plans are to do a 4-inch drop all the way around, get rid of that gap in the fender well there. And let's go ahead and hear how it sounds. Take it for a ride.
If you like what I'm doing and you want to see more, hit the like button below so I can keep on producing what you want to see. Y'all have a great weekend, be productive, and keep on wrenching.